Hey guys, it's Frank here with Game 1 and a best of 7 between Aureil and Yoru in the semifinals for the ASTI number 4. Yoru, of course, is our red Vanguard player, and we're playing on the Stormy Isle of Dread, Stormy Isle of Dread. You can see the palm trees there kind of shaking around and the rain falling, and everything's got kind of a bit of a wet sheen to it, some thunder, some lightning that you can see, and you can kind of hear the thunder in the background if I ever shut up. I'm not going to shut up. And yeah, so we've already got Yoru thrown down his natural. He's got a Rax coming out immediately after that. Okay, I need a pro player to explain to me. There's a really cool. There's two parts of Isle of Dread that I think are really interesting. There's this choke right here between the cliff and the trees, but I know that the trees can get pretty easily shut down. So that leaves this choke between the cliff, between like the water and this cliff. And I wonder why people don't build there more. Like, walling off is not 2025 technology that, had to get cooked up by MIT or by CERN, where they had to, like, study the Large Hadron Collider to figure out how to build walls in RTS. But I don't see it happen as much. I guess it doesn't make as much sense if you're Yoru, because there's a lot of flying celestial units and flying celestial structures. But for Aureil, I guess there's not really many good chokes here. Oh no, not the Morph Core. Not the Morph Core. Does throw down the creation chamber. Is he gonna live? He is. Oh, was there another morph core that just popped to kill it? Yep. Nice. Okay, and okay, so this is what I mean. I was talking about this earlier today, but I see a lot of feedback in Reddit threads and even in the Discord feedback threads that creep camps aren't interesting right now, and they're just a lift and shift, a copy and paste from Warcraft 3. But I disagree, and I disagree because take these guys for example. Telegraphed attacks are interesting. Having to like micro your Lancer to make sure that it's getting the maximum surface area is interesting. Or having the slimes that that give a debuff every time another one dies isn't like there's actually micro that has to happen if you want to be maximally efficient with creep camps. It's not just like, all right, make sure you're tanking units at the front and it takes all the damage and everything else just kind of does damage while you sit there and essentially A move into it. I think there's like a little bit more going on than people give it credit for, but all right, for the vision camps, no, not so much. For the energy regen camps, same deal, not really, but for the speed camps and health camps, which by the way are like your very first camps that you take on any map, I think that is the case. So yeah, I guess I'm saying all that to say that Frost Giant, if you're watching this, please give us more interesting creep camps like this, like like the speed camp and the health camp, the vision camp and the resource camps. Basically, all the other camps aren't as interesting to take. Yeah, like resource camps are just really strong creeps. That's it. Ooh, Hornet coming on by, but it gets Sovereign's Watch. Shields up happens. Oh, but it gets purified away. Woo! That is a lot of power spent by Aureil to get rid of the shields up on a Hornet and throw down a Sovereign's Watch. Not to mention the charges. Those charges don't come back for quite a while. And that put Aureil on yellow power, but he's building a couple of power banks right now to compensate for it. And what kind of army are we looking at here? Oh man, the rainy Vector actually looks kind of cool. Has like a very I don't want to say like a Forza Motorsports when like you're on a rainy track and your car looks like it's kind of wet and rainy. I don't know. It just looks cool. All right. Meanwhile, Yoru on triple racks. Nothing coming out of his BK lab just yet. There's a med tech. There's more med tech. Another Hornet. I'm gonna keep an eye on this BK lab. Unless he already researched No kinetic redirection. Yeah. So I don't think we've researched anything yet out of the BK lab. Ooh, a very far forward Ascension Matrix. This is quite spicy actually. Just because once it's surged, it's that 20% damage buff to all units that are in a radius nearby, but it's not going to get surged. A Sovereign's Watch drops before the Ascension Matrix gets surged. There we go. There's the surge. But I think there's enough med tech here that Yoru can kind of hang back, heal up, decides not to. He's like, you only YOLO once, I'm going to zip on forward. Oh, that Saber just decapitates that Lancer. Okay. Yeah, we see an offensive... Well, we saw an offensive Nanoswarm there, but there was another Purify, and I think that was 2 Purifies in a short amount of time. I don't know if he's regenerated his Purify charge from before. Okay, but by nature of having Nanoswarm, that means that these medtechs have at least adept training. We don't know if they have, whoa, is that... What is that? Why did I see a crazy effect coming off of that? No, medtechs are just walking past a bunch of army! No! I think it's worth it for the medtechs to just drop a Nanoswarm anyway. Even if you think it's going to get purified, as a Vanguard player, just drop one anyway. It takes so much longer for a Purify to come back than it does for a Nanoswarm to come back. So forcing out a Purify is actually pretty good. That, and forcing your opponent to have to worry about things like, about like the power levels is pretty important. Opponents and medtechs trying to fight a bruiser is a little silly, kind of funny, and we still don't see anything else coming out of the BK lab. Is Yoru just going to try and like brute force his way with medtechs? He might. Medtechs and Hornets. Oh! Nice grab on the Morph Core. 2 prisms go down. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Oh no! Yeah, that one's still up. That's not bad for a Hornet run by. Oh no, these medtechs. Yeah, you might as well burn as much of that energy as you can, but the medtechs are all but destroyed. Oh yeah, and these Hornets up against the Vectors. The Vectors absolutely melt lightly armored air units. And it looks like they do a return to base. Interesting that the Bobs are on the double Therium patch. Vanguard not known for needing all, like, not too much Therium, but hey, I guess if you need it, you need it. Alright, we see that guy's still surged, so Scythe upgrade just got finished, and the Seraphim Resolute Seal ability. Okay, I need to go back to the Liquipedia and see what that ability does, because I think Aureil's the only person I've seen using the Resolute Seal ability. I don't think we see any Seraphim out on the map yet, but you don't get upgrades for something that you're not going to build. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more Seraphim here shortly. Morph Core spotted. Rinse in pizza. Oh, these Hornets can absolutely feast on all these prisms. Oh man, that's a lot of prisms going down so quickly. Yeah, prisms die a lot faster than they can get built. Oh, more prism death, more prism death. Holy massacre of prisms. Yoru just being merciless on these prisms, but Aureil says, you know what? You want to play those reindeer games? We can play those reindeer games. He's sending all 229 army supply, or, well, he doesn't have 229 army supply, but quite a bit more army supply than Yoru has. And he's going to send it into Yoru's, like a fork in the road here between the natural, the third, and the main. Vector's teleporting around a bunch. You see, okay, yeah, Purify does go down on the main force here, the Vectors. That poor, Yoru does an H and then a GG. Yeah, his army just can't hold up against this. Which is a shame, because he got really good connections on the prisms back there. But yeah, in the straight-up fight, it just wasn't going to happen. Aureil goes up 1-0. Alright, guys, game 2. Here we go. On Broken Crown. Here's Yoru. Oh, wait, no. Here's Aureil. Here's Yoru. You guys know what I mean. You guys can see the... Everyone can see the logos. I don't know. I might be the only caster that hates introducing the players on every single map. Like, you can look on the mini-map. You know that this is the lower left. You know that the Celestial player in blue is Aureil. His name is right there. You know that the Vanguard player in red is Yoru. It's right there. Anyway. I assume most of you all are adults. And if you're not, that's fine. That's why we're on low violence mode. Nothing here bleeds. Everything just has, like, little green splats. And nothing has a skeleton. It's just little tombstones. Hashtag low violence mode. Hashtag... I can't control it. Alright, dog just coming forward and being annoying. Does scout the creation chamber, and probably saw the Therium Purifier coming up too. I think it's a slow build. Oh no, I might have, yeah, it's already at full health, so I jumped forward too much, and it's stuck in the building animation. Scout comes by and gets another scout. Sees the Legion Hall coming online. Interesting. Aureil's also done some pretty interesting stuff with the, with very early Seraphim and Archangel builds. What's it gonna be? Yep, here's a Seraphim. Man, it starts a Seraphim right at like the 2-minute mark, which for me is really quick. I would be a little bit distraught if I saw a Seraphim coming after me, you know, around minute 3. Here we go. And here's another thing, like, knowing your units enough to micro them to get, like, good efficient hits with your Lancer is pretty important. Like, yeah, at max range, he's only hitting one slime, but if he moved his Lancer right here, he could have been hitting both at once. So people can say that the creep camps are simple, but I don't completely agree with it. I'll put it like that. Another barracks coming online for Yoru. And do we see another... Okay, we do see 2 Seraphim are done. They're going to push the zoomy button. And, oh, are they going to find... They do. Oh, they could probably take down that Lancer. Oh, are they going to take down the Lancer? No, he gets the cabins just in time. See, boys and girls, eat your veggies. They're good for you. Does manage to steal a Shadow Mastiff. Oh man, these Seraphim, this Seraphim control is just like stealing camps, taking out a Lancer, harassing dogs. I don't know why the Bobs weren't building a sentry post behind all this. That would have been super nice, but I guess they'll just take damage instead. Yeah, there's nothing that shoots up right now. Now we start building the sentry post. A couple of Bobs on standby to do the heal hugs. Maybe Medtech doing damage, but it doesn't have any training yet. It doesn't have a depth training. Yeah, there's no nanoswarm for it. And Seraphim don't shoot up. They're one of the few air units that can shoot down but not shoot up. Oh, and the Vector's already out, though. The Vector is a great counter to the Hornet. Oh, and it does teleport up. Is it going to get that? Yeah, it does get that Hedgehog, or the Hornet, excuse me. But this, oh, is it going to die? It does go down to the sentry turret. No! I don't know why those dogs are going closer to the Seraphim swarm. They need to... Actually, yeah, spreading out's a really good idea. Instead of staying clumped up and making themselves an easy target for the Seraphim. Yep, here we go again. Dogs doing their best to try and take a control point, but it's not going to work. Okay, so what are we going to do here for tech? Alright, Nanoswarm just finishing up. That'll help, kind of. We know... So, Yoru knows that Aureil's on Tier 2, which means that he's got Purify unlocked. and he doesn't have to worry about the first Nano Swarm. What's nice about Nano Swarm, though, is that it... Oh, my gosh. Yeah, here comes the Archangel. Is he going to GG just by looking at the Archangel? I probably would. Oh, Bobs, you know what's going to happen. No! Huge connection from the Archangel. The Sentry Turret does decide to give it a goodbye tickle. And are we going to see another Meteor Smash? We do. Yeah, and that's 6 out of 12 Bobs that survive that one. Ugh. The big bonk stick is doing work. The Archangel's going to lift off, turn 360 degrees, and moonwalk out the front door. Oh, but then he remembered that he can melee attack the Hornets. Bonk. Bonk. Anyway, enough of the bonkening here. Do we have enough? Yeah, we have enough energy to Oh, nice drag into this sky mine. Medtech's actually getting kills. You don't see that every day. Oh, but they're spending so much energy healing, and they could be spending that energy throwing Nano Swarm down. Is it gonna be? Yeah, both Archangels are in the main here, though. I think this might be it for Yoru. Bit of a, it's not the ending you want, but it's the ending that you got. Oh, is the Sky Mine gonna connect? I don't think it did. No. Yeah, it's 3 Archangels in the main, and yeah, there's a couple of Medtechs around, but not nearly enough. GG's from Yoru. Aureil goes up 2-0. Alright guys, here we are in game 3. Scott sees the Therium Purifier, sees 2 prisms on the Aureil, 1 prism getting Therium. Not a whole lot going on at Taco John's. Yoru thrown down. Yeah, it is 4 Bobs on the natural. Pretty standard opener stuff. Doesn't want to throw down a barracks too early. He knows he's got time because of how slow the Celestial Eco ramps up. And he did see 1 prism. Oh, I don't know if he saw the 2nd prism going for the Therium, but it's worth knowing. Man, the noise that the Morph Core projectile makes when it connects with a target is so good. Yeah, and the poor scout can't do anything to harass. He's just kind of got to sit there and keep on doing his thing. So he sees the Legion Hall coming online. He sees the Arc Station floating over everything. He knows that it's going to be Seraphim and probably Archangel following up, especially with the that concentration of prisms that were mining Therium. So he's got to get something up, and he's got to get everything up fast. What he really needs to do is get up his BK lab to start getting exos. Now, I know exos like to clump up, and they are small units, but they're also bonus to heavy. And I think with enough, with good quick draw hustle, I'm pretty sure exos can, like, kite an Archangel, get back, kite an Archangel, get back, and not have to worry too much about Meteor Smash. It is pretty painful when it lands, but I would imagine that exos are the ticket to victory here, especially since he already scouted the Legion Hall. Like, he's got to know it's coming, right? I'm getting a news flash here from actually Aureil's watching as I'm casting this, and he's saying that double Hangar Ray is the way to beat this build. And surprise, surprise, here's the double Seraphim, having already taken the health camp. Now, something else that I'm kind of surprised by is that Aureil doesn't waste time going for the other camps. Just coming straight in to do an attack on the Bobs in the natural, and yeah, Yoru's got enough to start building. No, there we go. Heal hugs. The heal hugs are good. No, don't leave. I think yeah, that Bob would have survived if he just would have stayed building. Oh no, yeah, this is so much damage being done for free. Okay, the Hornet's gonna scare off the free Seraphim because they literally can't shoot back. They're gonna turn around and kite and get a little bit of chip damage done to the ground forces of Yoru there, before they decide to zip on back home, where they're joined up by another Seraphim. Wait, so what's the I don't know the stats on this guy, Lawata of the Venatora. Of course. So it doesn't say that it does bonus damage to creeps, but it sure seems like it's just rip through creeps. And look, this bruiser's barely, like, look at that. That bruiser just evaporated. Alright, and again, I'm getting an update here from chat saying they deal triple damage to creeps. So they take 75% less damage, but they deal triple damage. Even though, yeah, nowhere in the unit info card does it say that. So, Frost Giant, if you're watching, we need updated tooltips, please. Oh no, but are the vectors focusing down the right target? They're trying to, but the dog's coming on forward, and the dog's dealing bonus to light. Are they gonna get another vector? Getting 2 vectors would be pretty sick, actually. They do! They get another vector. There's a little tombstone for it. Definitely don't want to see the, you know, the wreckage of a vector would just be too much brutality. And, yeah, that would be too gory to see a broken machine, so let's put a little headstone there instead. Actually, is it? No, it's not part bio, because it comes out of the Starforge. Why does it have a tombstone, then? I don't know. Weird. Oh, there's the Archangel. And there's some Sky Mines. Boop. Sky Mine pops. Oh man, so much damage being done to the Bobs there. Archangel goes down, Seraphim going down, everything's going down for Aureil. Yoru's actually holding this. He's holding this quite well. Okay, but luckily I still have the Starforge selected, and we can see that there's another Vector coming online. Vectors didn't do so well against the Dog Lancer combo. But I think if the Dogs and Lancers just stay on, they stay on the health camp for a little bit and regenerate a little bit of that health. Uh-oh, are we going to hear the... There's the chicken. There's the chicken. Nice. There's definitely some things that people aren't pleased with, but the day-night cycle for Titan's Causeway is pretty cool. Oh, and two Archangels pop out now for Aureil. Once Skymine gets this Archangel, is it gonna go down? It does. Yeah, and I think Yoru's just snowballed a little bit too much, or has he? Bop! Skymine. Landed Archangel's gonna Avatar and get back into the air. Gets Skymined again. Okay, but it only decreases movement speed. Yeah, now Aureil's taking eco damage. Another Archangel pops out, but yeah, these Sky Mines are super good. Drops down, uses Avatar, flies back up, and immediately gets nuked. All right, now the Horns can take their time, bursting down this Arc Fortress, and that might be it. That might be it for this game. Yeah, Aureil's now on red power, trying to produce units for defense, but I don't know, like, what is he gonna do? Yeah, he's got no power. He's got next to no army units. Archangel's dead. Eco's and shattered. Yeah. GG from Aureil. Yoru gets a point on the board. GG's, guys. Alright, guys. Game 4 between Aureil and Yoru on Lost Hope. Looks like we're going to have both top bases spawning here. And I believe this is called the Chamber of Secrets, when you hide a creation chamber and you just start spawning spawning Argents out of it, trying to get some early aggro done. Yoru does finally find Aureil's base after scouting the rest of the map. Uses his little doggy howl to get good vision. But I don't think he got vision of the high ground over here. No. So yeah, it's already going to be 3 Argents coming on down to Yoru's main. Yoru desperately trying to get a sentry turret up and running. Doesn't matter if it's in the middle of everything. It's just he needs some DPS, and there's his DPS. Okay, so the sentry turret is up. This one is not up. But it is there's enough army units here from Yoru that it's gonna keep Aureil occupied until the sentry turret finishes. I think maybe this Bob's just sitting there doing nothing. But Aureil's gonna rotate back up into the main, and he's got a lot more Argents than he did the first time he was there, so I think he can continue to bounce back and forth, pick off a Bob or two here and there, and oh no! Yeah, I think that actually now that everything's been now that these Argents have shot so much, they're not going to have another charged up shot for a little bit. Well, I say that, but once they're out of combat, they start charging up a lot quicker. Yeah, picking off Bobs, they can just focus them down easy peasy. Even with the water balloon attacks, I think they're one-shotting the Bobs. Ah, that's rough. That's rough. Yeah. And the Buzzsaw Cannon gets in there a little bit too late. I've never seen that blue disc before. I wonder if they're going to be adding visual effects to it, and that's just a placeholder. Yeah, I've never seen the ice disc come out. That might also be part of the low violence mode from... I mean, that's what I get for starting up the Stormgate client for Korea. But it looks like it's getting good hits. And these Bobs get to chill here for a little bit. It's okay, so I say it's getting good hits, and it did get good connections, but it just wasn't doing enough damage. There we go. The Bobs repairing up the Buzzsaw Cannon again, but it's again not doing. Is it just bonus to light? Yeah, just a bonus to light. Still doing 18 damage per hit, but not nearly enough to save. I mean, anything really. Then again, Aureil's like super all in, so maybe if Yoru can bleed him enough. Nope, Yoru GG's out. Forget what I was about to say. All right, that was a very short game 4. On to game 5. GG's, guys. Hey guys, game 5 between Aureil and Yoru in the semifinals for the Aureil Stormgate Tournament Invitational number 4 here on Jagged Maw. Yeah, I think... Oh, no, I thought that was going to be a really fast sentry turret just because Yoru probably has a little bit of scar tissue now after having been, having to fight off first a couple of Seraphim builds and then the Argent Rush. Like, I would imagine that he would want a little bit of static D, but maybe not. This Therium Purifier has already healed all the damage that the dog did to it, so... That was... something. I don't know if if that just gives the dog something to do while it's there. That's his, squeaky toy. 5 Bobs. Interesting. I wonder if he didn't mean to grab 5 Bobs. Oh no, and these 2 Bobs are on their union worker strike. They're not going to do anything at all. They're just going to sit there and talk about their day and some new cafe that they found. Oh, are they going to slide past it? There we go. All right, break's over, boys. Union mandated break has finished. Get back to work. We got quotas to meet. There we go. Expansion finishes up. Health camp finishes up. Aureil building a Legion Hall in the grass. That's pretty spicy. Whoa, wait. So being in the tall grass... Does that... No way does that cloak your structure from the air as well, right? Like, if you're in the tall grass, that that only prevents other ground units from seeing it, right? That's crazy. The Seraphim are so fast. Yeah, the Bobs can just turn around and do heal hugs, honestly. Oh no, he needs to get a Repair-matic out! Yeah, and the longer this goes, the worse it's gonna get. I don't know. Yeah, man. Actually, I'm surprised Yoru didn't start making hedgehogs earlier, come to think of it. He knows that, so Jagged Maw is infamous for, like, being very, I don't want to say cheesable, but the, like, air is super strong, just because you don't have to, like, circle around the far edge of the map, and you don't have to, yeah, there's a bunch of dogs that tried to get stuff done, but I think, yeah, Aureil's still on green power. No, this is just too much, I think. Oh no, Yoru! Yoru! That's rough. That's super rough, man. Oh, and building a Starforge inside of your opponent's main. Come on, Aureil, be nice. Have some mercy. Have some. Poor Yoru. Down to almost no workers, but actually I don't know if Aureil scouted this this natural or not. Yeah, I think it's just, there we go. Now he's got to see the natural now. Yeah, there's the Bobs are us. That's where the rest of the Bobs have gone. Where have all the Bobs gone? Oh no, but they're all, there we go. Healing up the sentry turret as best he can. This is extremely funny to me that there's a Starforge that actually, like, finished being built inside of Yoru's main. I don't know that it actually built anything, but I mean it did get there and it did complete, so it could have started something. Aureil waiting until that Starforge goes down to build another Starforge, kind of close by, close enough anyway. And I think that's for power conservation purposes. Bobs again healing up the sentry turret as quickly as they can. Another Seraphim goes down. So does the sentry turret, so it may not have been worth it. You know, I actually think this sentry turret would be in range if this was a Repair-matic. No, Bob. Yeah, put that Bob inside of this turret. Come on. You can do it. I will say these sentry turrets have been getting fantastic value. Oh, but, well, no, I don't think Exos would be. Exos might do okay against all these Seraphim. What is this? Just more power banks? Yeah, power banks. Is that one? Yeah, it's just one power bank. Okay, never mind. Yeah, and Yoru knows that if Aureil gets one more victory, then that's it. His tournament dreams are over in the quarterfinal, or semifinals, excuse me. Which would be kind of a tough break, but Aureil takes a few seconds to max up. Not max up, but to really plus up on the number of Seraphim he has available. One Seraphim does go down, though. Oh, two Seraphim go down for the price of a sentry post and a sentry turret and a couple of Bobs. Here comes the ground force of Yoru going on back to do a bunch of damage to, I'm not sure what. I guess the creation chamber, the Therium purifier? Actually, getting the Therium purifier would be pretty good. Just preventing any kind of tech units coming out would be nice, but Aureil's got a bit of a Therium bank saved up, so he doesn't have to worry all that much. And none of the units that are over here can shoot up, so it's kind of a moot point. Oh no. Yeah, Sovereign's Watch is pretty good. Now Aureil's on yellow power. Seraphim are gonna run away to go somewhere else and do something else. Woof! And they're just evaporating the Skull Squisher. Yeah. Rinse and Pepsi. Did they get it? No, they didn't get it. Ah, it's too bad. Not that I'm cheering against you, Aureil. It's just that this is... You have to be stopped, my man. This has to... This aggression will not stand. There we go. Now he's doing AoE damage to these Seraphim that are getting a little bit too close. A little bit too spicy for their salsa. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, the flat cannon's doing great damage. Oh no, the Bob's taking so much AoE damage there. No! Alright, the flat cannon does finally kill off the V5 rocket launcher. This is impressive defense from Yoru, I gotta say. I thought for sure he was gonna be out of the game way earlier, but he's sticking with it. He's sticking to it. This is tenacity, folks. Alright, now the Exos are gonna shoo away, possibly gonna shoo away the Arc Station. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. There's just so many Seraphims that are one-shotting the, Oh wait, what, is this the thing? Oh, disables the structure's weapons and abilities, I think it was. Let me read that. Active abilities and passive traits are disabled. Dang. Well, there's the GG from Yoru. Oh, so it's like, Disruption Web from the Corsairs in Brood War. Anyway, Aureil is going to take the series 4-1. GG's, guys. See you next time.